In today's video, we take a look at a man whose wife lied to him about their kids, and this man here who refused to pay child support until he was forced to do so. But before we jump in, please make sure to subscribe the channel and turn on the bell notification.
I was childish, immature, and angry. You're not going to let me see my kids, I'm not going to give you the money. And it took them about 3 or 4 months to find me and garnish my wages. And I got $12.45 that paycheck. $2.05. This is my favorite. I got a paycheck for $0. I paid her off, and now I'm paying California off. The money that I'm paying goes directly to the state. You know, I mean, it could go for anything. I mean, garbage collecting, pothole repairs, I have no idea. I just know that the state continues to take money. Not a dime of money that I pay out to child support goes to any of my children. Not a single penny. I owed so much because they charged such a large amount of interest that it just built up and built up and built up.
Just imagine what this guy would have felt when he got that $0 check. He would have been absolutely devastated, and why he is in this situation because of some stupid primitive laws no one wants to change, and the women of today that want to take advantage of such laws and pull stunts like these as talked by this man here.
A few years ago, my oldest daughter had to take a DNA test for school just to figure out ancestry. During the DNA test, she came to me very, very sad because apparently me and her were not related. I was like, huh? When she told me this, I had to keep a straight face because the immediate shock was just wild. Then I decided to go with her to get a paternity test done. When we got the paternity test done, it was also concluded that I was not her father. At this point, I was shocked. I've had 4 kids with my wife, and she was the oldest, and I needed to see how far this rabbit hole went. I told her to not let her mother know that we know this information, and then I went to my next oldest child. Not mine. I went to the one below that. Not mine. And then I decided to stop there because the youngest child is so young that this may directly affect them, and they don't really understand what's going on anyway. So I didn't even want to go into that rabbit hole, but when I got the information, I immediately was like, let me go talk to my wife about this. So, like always, she didn't take responsibility or any type of accountability, and she said, how are you going to believe your wife over these tests? I was like, are you serious? Are you like, for real, for real? Like, is this really where you're gonna go with this?
So he should trust your lying piece of shit mouth over a test that he conducted himself, which has absolutely no reason to lie to him, while you have been lying to him for years, and using his name to hide your degenerate acts.
Then she starts crying profusely and saying it was only one time, I didn't mean to do it. And I was like, it was only one time. Hey. And then I showed her that each one of the children aren't mine, with the exception of the youngest, as so I think. That's when it dawned on me that it was one time, multiple times, and then when we looked, each one of the children had different baby fathers, and somehow that made it even worse, because it wasn't just one person you was cheating on me with. This is a habitual thing with multiple different people that you probably don't know about, and I'm taking care of their kids. They're my kids. They're my kids. I've raised each and every one of them from a super young age, and they stood by me through this whole situation. But to think that she's not who she said she was, because up into that situation, I thought we had a great marriage. I thought we had a great life. I thought everything was going good. I thought that we were building together and already have built together. She is a stay-at-home mom that works on things that she wants to do. She takes care of the kids. She cooks. She cleans. She does everything that's needed inside of the relationship with me, yet she didn't tell me that she wanted to go outside of the marriage. She didn't tell me that she wanted to do anything. Anyway, after finding out the information and getting her side of the story, I let her know I would need a couple of space. So I had rented a hotel for a couple of days, and I stayed in it. I stayed away, and it was all right. It was good, but I really missed my kids, and I wanted to see them. So after a couple of days, I was back inside of the house, but I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't say anything to my wife. I didn't speak to her. She would try to talk to me and I would look away. I would take care of the kids. I would grab the kids, take them to the mall, do different things with them. And everything was just, I was just trying to figure things out. I was just trying to see how I could make our relationship work, or see if I need to separate and just take the kids myself. Like, I didn't know what to do, if I had any like legal rights to these individuals. Yeah, my name's on the birth certificate, but I'm not biologically theirs. I just wanted to figure things out, but I didn't even get that chance.
She is the one responsible for this mess, and even after getting caught red-handed, she decides to lie instead of coming clean and over everything cries as well, like it would solve anything, when she should be ashamed of herself and leave this man for good, because she has caused him enough troubles already, and this woman here should stop speaking immediately.
Hey y'all, so I just learned 3 things from TikTok, okay? 3 things. I put up 2 fingers that let you know I'm tired today. I learned 3 things from TikTok. I learned that the reason why men don't approach me, okay? So, the first reason could be is that I have an RBF, okay? And at first I was like, what is an RBF? Yes, your girl had to Google it. I did, because I'm like, what is an RBF? Of course they're going to tell us what an RBF is. A RBF is a resting bitch face, okay? So, apparently I got a resting bitch face. I don't think I have a resting bitch face because I smile all the time, okay? Secondly, the reason why a man will not approach me in public is because they are intimidated because they see what type of car I drive. Well, you don't need to approach me anyway, okay? Third, the reason why they do not approach you in public, because they are intimidated by how you look. Your appearance intimidates them. You know, how you dress and how you carry yourself. And I'm like, well, I thought all men like nice looking women. I thought my thing is be presentable at all times. You will not catch me outside with a bonnet on. You may catch me outside with some slides on, but you won't catch me outside with a bonnet on, okay? You won't catch me outside without my hair comb, and I will be nice. You know, this is something I get on my daughter daily because she bonnet queen. Like, girl, they nobody raise you like that. The fact that my son knows, don't go outside with no bonnet on your head. You know what I'm saying? So, that's that. But I have been told, so once this guy that goes to church with me, right? He approached me. He's an older guy. He was like, the guy that owns those ambulance, he's interested in you. He owns the ambulance company. And I was like, oh, yeah? He was like, yeah. He was like, he told me to give you his card. I said, why you don't come give me his card itself? He was like, do you see you? I said, what do you mean? He was like, I guess you intimidate him. He was like, you're not approachable. I'm like, how am I not approachable? I can get out of my car to go to church. How am I not approachable? He was like, I'm not saying it like that. He was like, I'm just saying you a beautiful woman. You very attractive. You got your stuff together. You dress every Sunday. Like, he's probably intimidated by you. I said, well, if he wants to talk to me, then he needs to approach me. Because I don't even know who he is. Like, so he gave me his card. I never called the guy, because if you want to talk to me, you can approach me. If you see me get out of my car every Sunday for church, you're sitting over there. Why you just don't approach me? He said, I'm intimidated. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, you ain't the one for me. Now, that was back in October, November. He ain't approached me yet, y'all. Guess I am unapproachable.
The funny thing is, she knows her flaws. She knows that she has made herself unapproachable for men, but instead of working on those flaws, she thinks that men are afraid of her appearance. When she should know that men are afraid of the baggage she brings into the relationship, men are afraid of the toxicity she would bring in their life, and not to mention that she is a single mother, which is one of the biggest red flags for men while dating, and this woman here is also a very big red flag.
Men are always doing whack shit. These are 3 of the most unattractive things a man can do in my eyes. If you are inconsistent, get the fuck out of here. An inconsistent man, yuck. If we are talking and you do not contact me on at least 1 platform a day, you're a loser. If you can go an entire day without thinking of me, that just shows me that you're not afraid to lose me, and that makes you dumb. Imagine having a chance with me and fumbling. Wow. Just let me put this in perspective. Imagine being a man and wanting to sleep with a woman and not contacting her. Why would I want to do anything for you? I want to get laid too, but you're making it really hard when you hit me up. once a week, then it just makes me feel like I'm a convenience or you're bored. You don't make me feel safe physically, emotionally, financially, spiritually. Like if I'm sitting at the table wondering if you're gonna pull out your credit card, if I'm wondering if I can say my feelings to you, no. I just want to feel safe and loved. Is that so much to ask for? Like these things are literally the bare minimum, but that is what it has come to.